All right. Hi, guys. So I am here doing today's lesson as Lucille Ball. She's that famous redheaded housewife from 1950s I Love Lucy. So in your classrooms, I did actually upload basically a little montage of some of her comedic scenes because she was pretty funny. So here is the outfit with the little I Love Lucy emblem, little polka dot skirt. So, oop, almost missed my chair. All right, so also, I'm going to upload the picture or the little video clip that I post on Instagram on Google Classroom too, so you can see my little video video telling you guys to watch my lesson. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is you guys are going to do the closing paragraph for your argumentative essay, which, to be honest, I think that's the easiest paragraph. Maybe the easiest is the wrong word. It's the paragraph that you can put the most of yourself into it. So in a sense, it's probably the paragraph that you probably would enjoy writing the most. It doesn't require sources. It really just requires kind of this is where you bring in more of your thoughts and your ideas. So I think that's a lot of fun. Your grammar is just going to be continued practice with run-on sentences. I put that actually already up earlier today. I also added the PowerPoint that I did last time. So if you've forgotten how to correct them, you can check out the PowerPoint. I did give an example this time, which I think I didn't last time. So hopefully that helps too. I will be reading Macbeth still. I haven't put that one up yet, but I will. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start with the share screen, and we're going to go over the PowerPoint for the last paragraph of your essay. All right, so basically when you submit this week, you should have 5 paragraphs, okay? So basically you should have a completed essay by the end of this week. That's what you should have, to be honest with you. And basically as you built the essay, you submitted it as you built the essay. I think I meant to do it last week and I forgot, but I'm going to upload the rubric for this essay as well, and I'll attach it to the actual document, okay? So let's go into our argumentative essay. Okay, the light's really just bright, so I'm going to do this in the dark a little bit. All right, so here we go. We've got your argumentative essay, and it's the concluding paragraph. Concluding paragraph is needed for a sense of completion. So you can't just stop at your third body paragraph because no one really would know that your essay is done with. So there are 2 ways to actually end your essay. The 2 common methods are provide a summary and final thought and a call to action. Okay, so these are what we're titling them, the 2 ways you can close out. Now you're going to do some of the same things in both of them. They just, they're kind of just slightly different. So let's look at the first one. The first one is provide a summary and a final thought. So you're going to restate your thesis using different words in the introduction paragraph. So remember, we did talk about restated thesis. So the point you were arguing at the beginning, you want to make that point again, but in a different way in your final paragraph. Then you also want to restate your supporting points with different wording and more condensed. So that means your supporting points would basically be your topic sentences of your body paragraphs. So whatever those are, that's what you're going to include in your final paragraph. You're just repeating yourself in a sense, but try to do it where it's not exactly the same. Now, this is where you can put in more personalized stuff. A final thought signals the end of a paper. So a final thought can be a pertinent quote. Pertinent meaning it is relevant to, it's part of what you're talking about. It's relevant to that. A strong statement from you, totally personalized. Also, and another strong way to end is a personalized story that is relevant to your paper and topic. If you do have a personalized story, I would suggest using it because that is a good way to end one of these papers. It kind of gives the reader an idea of why you're passionate about this topic. So I would suggest using that if you've got one. Now, of course, if you don't have one, don't invent one. Inventing one generally does not have the same impact unless you're just an exceptionally good writer making things up, but I wouldn't do it. Now, here I gave you an example of what a concluding paragraph could look like. So let's look at it. If my home ever really did burn down, I would hope to be able to rescue some of the physical things that so meaningfully represent my past. Okay, so this I'm going to call the restated thesis statement. Now, my grandmother's silver set is a reminder of the grandparents who enriched my childhood. My mother's wedding gown is a glamorous souvenir of 2 important weddings. And my photo album is a rich storage bin of family and personal history. Now, you will notice these 3 ideas are separated by commas. So in the actual essay, these would have been 3 different body paragraphs, and she would have discussed these items. So that's what it's talking about. You can actually put basically your 3 top ideas in your closing paragraph as one sentence, really, with commas. Now, I don't know why I said main supporting persons. Anyway, let me fix that. Main supporting ideas. Now, I would hate to lose them. However, if I did, I would take comfort in the fact that the most important storage place for family and personal memories is my own mind. So those are her final thoughts. So a final thought does not have to be extensive. It can, like I say, encompass a story, but it's a way of just wrapping it up. So you'll notice it's pretty much just a sentence. All right. So don't overthink your closing. It really is probably one of the simplest paragraphs. You've already done all the hard work. This is really just kind of summarizing it, making sure the reader has in their head the things you've said and you're kind of repeating them and then leaving them with a final thought, okay? And I'll be honest, your final thought generally is going to use like more of a pathos. Like if you use your own personal story, that's going to draw in like some emotion, that sort of thing. All right, so our second one's a call to action. So you're still doing 2 of the same things, a restated thesis, a brief summary of the rest of the essay. And you can do that summary the exact same way as the first paragraph, where it's like in one sentence and just kind of reiterates your topic sentences from your body paragraph. Then you're going to encourage your reader to do something that relates to the point of your essay. So let's say you talked about the environment. You're going to encourage them to use recycled bags. You're going to maybe encourage them to not litter. Don't use plastic. So make a difference in how you're protecting the environment. So that'd be a way to end a call to action on the environmental topic. So let's look at an example for there. Including physical activity in my life and making it a priority was the best thing I've ever done. So this is the restated thesis statement. Now again, restated says the same thing at the beginning of the essay, just differently. And improved not only my physical strength, but my mental attitude towards the unexpected circumstances of life. You will notice that's a brief summary of the rest of the essay. So it wasn't done exactly the same as the first example. So it's another way to do it. Now, here's the bigger difference. So set your willpower in gear and use the 3 keys to self-motivation, set goals and work to reach them. Think rationally and develop a positive personality. You will find that a firm commitment to this approach becomes easier and easier. Progress will come more and more often, more readily, strengthening your resolve even further. So this is their call to action to the person reading this. Basically, they need to be self-motivating, okay? So that would be your call to action here. Okay, now, turn the light back on. So again, this is basically the conclusion paragraph, which is your main focus this week. You're gonna do more practice on run-out sentences, which is the same as last week. Then third thing will be the Macbeth reading, which I will have on here shortly with 2 or 3 questions. So that is actually the full lesson for today. And I will see my 10th graders tomorrow at 2 p.m. My seniors on Thursday at 1 p.m. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing and I will see you guys tomorrow or Thursday. All right.